The next question is from the Honorable Pearl Quinones. She's a school board member from Sweetwater Unified School District in Chula Vista, California.
Senator, I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I was looking. Where's the other one?
Oh my, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous.
You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. Latinos strongly believe that education is the key to our community's progress and vital for our nation's continued prosperity. Yet, we are deeply concerned that Latino children do not have the same educational opportunities as other Americans do. One New York voter noted, "There's a school that's about 3 blocks from my home which has the best grades from kindergarten to 8th grade. But I'm not allowed to send my daughter to that school." The No Child Left Behind Act will be up for reauthorization during your presidency, which provides Title I funding to help raise the achievement of disadvantaged students. How will you, as President of the United States of America, ensure that all schools receive the resources they need to provide a quality education for our nation's children?
Well, as I said before, nothing is more important than fixing our schools, getting them right. You know, we had a panel, I did a panel on Friday in Pittsburgh, where we brought some of the best practitioners from all different fields. You know, we had heads of industry, like the head of GM and the head of U.S. Steel. We had the head of MIT, the head of Sloan Kettering, a major cancer research center, Steve Case, the guy who started AOL. We had Susan Castillo, wonderful school superintendent in Oregon, to talk about competitiveness in the 21st century. And every single one of them, whether they were from labor, they were from business, whether they were from the private sector, public sector, all of them said that if we don't educate our children more effectively, our economy is going to decline and our children will not be able to even match, potentially, our own standard of living because of global competitiveness. So, and nowhere is this truer than in the Latino community and in the African American community. A couple of things I want to do. Number one, invest in early childhood education to close the achievement gap. If we can get our young people, too many of our children are already behind when they start school. And they need to be prepared so that when they walk in, they're not catching up, but they're able to move forward. Number two, we need to pay our teachers more and give them more support. And the federal government should partner with local school districts. You come up with a plan to provide better professional development for your teachers. We will help you provide them with greater pay and give you more resources. No child left behind. The idea of high standards is right. Having high standards measured only by a single high-stakes standardized test in the middle of the year is a bad way of implementing it. Because what it does is what it's doing is forcing teachers to teach to the test. And it's actually has been lessening creativity in the classroom, making students less enthusiastic about what they're learning. So we need to revamp that in a fundamental way. And for at-risk youth in particular, having after-school programs and summer school programs that are working with the schools so that kids have a quiet place to do their homework after school, and they have tutors that are available so that during the summers when middle-class kids might be going to camp and getting some wonderful activities, that children who are in disadvantaged communities have those same opportunities. Redesigning our high school curriculum so that if young people want to go into, for example, a technical field, that they can start apprenticing and seeing a direct relation between what they're learning in the high school and the future work that they might do, and making college more affordable so that our kids can imagine going to college. All those things are important. Last point I'd make, though, and I say this to every audience that I meet, government alone is not going to be able to do it all. So our communities and our parents, we've got to lift up educational achievement much more than we do right now And in the African American and Latino communities, we've got to say to every child, our aspiration, our goal is to make you graduate from college. That should be, we should instill that notion in our children from a very early age and make sure that it happens.
Thank you, Senator.